So, good afternoon, students, and welcome to your first episode of Power Up Your English. First of all, I would like to welcome my new students this year, and especially our international students. We have quite a few of them, and so we welcome them, and I hope that my students will be very welcoming too. So now let's start with our first task. So what do we need to do? We need to create a portfolio. What's a portfolio? It's simply your personal English notebook. And in this presentation, you will learn how to create and record all of the English tasks you're going to do this year so that you can keep track of your progress. So let's see what we need to do. Perfect. Here you have a set of instructions. You also have videos in my presentations, so please watch the videos first. First of all, we need to learn how to use Google Slides. So the first thing we need to do is to go to Google Slides themes for inspirations. So if you click on this link, is an interactive link, it's going to open another page. So please open the page and please follow this video in which I explain to you how to create your own presentation. Number 2, you need to select a theme you like for your presentation, and I can tell you how in this video, so please first watch the video tutorial. Secondly, you need to put the information that you have collected with me this year and add your tasks as you go along. So far we have only done 2 tasks. So our learning objectives file, and I will teach you how to insert an hyperlink in your presentation, and your multiple intelligences file. Do you remember? You needed to write your 3 most prominent intelligences in another presentation and add your personal studying tips. Please add your own studying tips as well. Get organized. So let's do one thing at a time. Watch the videos and don't panic. So once you find your template and you have added it to your drive, and if you click on this link, you have another video, you need to create your presentation. Remember to put your name and surname and start adding the information that you've collected in class. Every time you do a task, please copy and paste the task in your new English notebook so that you can keep a record of your work. Now, as your first slide, you also need to make a slide to let the world know about you. And in the next slide, I will show you how. So, your first slide, it will be your introductory slide of your personal English notebook. So, think of something you really like, something that can tell us something about yourself. Then you need to make a presentation like the one you are viewing now, with images, photos, videos, audio files, songs, anything, as long as you use the English language, okay? And this will be the first page of your portfolio. So, second slide, we need to add our information. Do you remember the 2 tasks that we've done? Our linguistic competencies and our learning objectives. Please remember not to use your screenshots, but to write exactly the studying tips. And remember to add your own. So let's have a look at the finished work. So, for example, here we have a presentation which I have saved. As you can see at the top, here you will have inserted your name, your surname, and you can call it portfolio. You can choose where to save your file in your drive. Then we said insert our presentation. Do you remember our learning objectives and multiple intelligences? So this was the learning objective files, which you should have completed by now, and this was the presentation about your multiple intelligences. So let's have a look how we're going to do this. For example, I have suggested here a page to record your multiple intelligences. On the left side, I have included my intelligence. You need to include yours. So your 3 most important intelligences. So for example, in my case, I'm language, spatial, and body movement. Then we need to write a short description of this type. Where do we find the description? Do you remember the multiple intelligences presentation? Okay, go back to it and you will find the studying tips based on multiple intelligences. So for the verbal linguistic, for example, here it says, word smart people are good with words, letters and phrases. Now let's have a look how I have transformed this to make it true for myself. I am good with words, letters and phrases. I enjoy reading, playing Scrabble and other word games and having discussions. And then I have included my studying tips. So here were the studying tips. So I have chosen 3 of these studying tips. Actually, I have chosen only 2, and the third one is my own personal. So this one is my own personal study method. So if you have your own, please, you can add it. You have to repeat this 3 times. Do you remember? For your top 3 intelligences. Very good. Now, let's move on to my learning objectives. Do you remember the file? This is the learning objectives file. Here we go. So, we can do something like this. For example, write a small presentation of what you're trying to talk about or what you're trying to present. In this case, I have written a small description of your learning objectives. You can copy mine, but you can also write your own. I have taken the, and then you will select your level, CEFR self-assessment test in September 2020. This is important because you will take the same test again at the end of the year and see how your English has improved. Then you need to copy and paste the link of your presentation. Where do I find this link? It's very easy. If you go to the top, you have a share button. At this point, you can decide to change the link and get the link. You can choose it to make it public for everyone, so anyone with the link can view your file. When you send in your work to your teacher, please remember not to select the viewer mode, but to select the editor mode. So then I can edit your work. At this point, you will copy the link and insert it inside your portfolio presentation. Now, for your portfolio, I don't need to edit your work, so you can just send the viewer mode. So then you copy the link, and then that's done, you'll paste it inside your presentation. You can do 2 things at this point. You can either just simply select a space where you'd like to paste your link and paste it again, or you can write something, for example, like you've seen here, learning objectives. Select the text, insert, link, paste the link and apply. At this point, you have pasted the link of your presentation to your slide. As you can see here, I have already inserted a link at the top for your learning objectives, which will take you to my template. And as you can see the template inside your new presentation. So thank you very much. That's all from me now.